Hi Fox, how are you doing? In the first round of the BLITZ tournament in Norway 2014 chess tournament, now we saw another very interesting game, a very nice attacking one between Levon Aronian, who was playing with white pieces in this game, and the Russian multiple champion Peter Svidler. Let's see what happened here, because it was really beautiful. Knight f3 is what Aronian chose as his first move, and we are going to reach the 4 knights English opening. Knight c3 and knight f6. Well, white can choose a number of setups here. He can go directly d4, he can try e3 d4, or he can try g3, which is what Aronian plays. Now it's black who plays d5, who counterattacks in the center with his d pawn, c takes, knight takes, and bishop g2. And Svidler plays the most popular move here, just getting out of the way from d5 with the knight to c7. Now white castles, and black plays e5. And there is a difference in the positions. Black has more pawns in the center, controlling the center, c5, e5. But white is well ahead in development. He has both his knights developed, bishop on g2, he has already castled, so different concepts of playing. Here white normally goes d3, and possible move order would be just bishop e7, and white going with the knight to d2 to play either knight c4 or knight d4. For instance, bishop d7 and knight c4. This would be a very normal move order here, but Aronian goes with other idea. He plays b3, he plays for double fianchetto, totally hyper modern. Bishop e7 and bishop b2. Black castles, white keeps developing, rook to the open c file, f6, cementing the e5 pawn, and knight d1. The knight will go either to c2 or to d3. Now the bishop is open on the diagonal, bishop d7, and knight d3. Rook c8 was played, and a very beautiful move here. Not something really spectacular, but interesting and somehow unexpected, at least for me. White tries to open up the king side or attacks the pawn on e5 with this f4 move. So after black captures, Aronian has very nicely displayed pieces, both his rooks on opal files on the c and f file, and both his bishops on the biggest diagonal. So pretty cool position for Levon here. Svidler relocates his bishop to e8. White plays d3, probably to stop anything from landing here on d4, and also opening the light square diagonal here for the queen. Bishop f7 and queen e2. Rook e8, knight d4, attacking the pawn on c5, centralizing the knight. Black attacks on a3, but now a3 was played, and the knight must go to the rim to a6. Well, it protects c5, but it's not very active place to be for a knight. So having all his pieces in almost perfect places, white already starts aggressive operations. Knight h5 is played with a very subtle and interesting attacking idea. Well, just to show it, if black plays just a move, I mean carelessly say b6, protecting c5. Well, white now has some devastating attack on the king side going on. It's for something that white has both bishops on big diagonals, open files for the rook, so it must be worth something. Now knight takes g7 is an absolutely crushing move, and that's because if black takes, now knight can take on f6. Remember, there's a bishop on b2 supporting, and if bishop takes, the rook can take easily, and there are lots of terrible attacking possibilities here for white, and black could easily resign, I guess, because it's really it's really very tough position here for black. So this did not happen. Obviously, you don't expect a super GM like Peter Svidler to give up this attack, but well, certainly his position at this point was not easy because white has all the initiative in the world, very well placed pieces, very nice attacking possibilities if black's not careful. So well, Svidler certainly defends accurately for some moves. He defends f6 with the knight. Now after g4, he plays rook c6, bringing yet another piece to the defense. But white keeps pushing g5. And well, the way black thinks he must defend his position is exchanging the bishop for the knight on h5, and then blockading the queen, the kingside pawns with g5, g6, erasing the queen, and f5. Well, black may have stopped immediate threat, at least it may seem so, but now his pieces seem really uncoordinated, and the sensation of security may be fake because, as we will see, black king is still in big trouble in spite of these pawns of the pawn chain here on the king side. Now knight goes to c7, seems very logical to try to bring back the knight to the game, but now bang, Aronian sacrifices the knight on f5, and after g takes, queen takes f5, there are all white's pieces are extremely active. The bishop on the dark square diagonal, the other one just as attacking the knight on d5, the queen and the rook on the f5 are really very strong. And well, this is a very tough situation for black to defend. Rook f8 was played, queen e5, threatening everything in the world in this dark square diagonal. Knight f6 was played, trying to give back the piece and get away from the attacks, but now bishop takes on the rook on c6, and well, this is already getting the material back, and the knight is still under attack. The attacks is still going on, so Svidler resigned. Very interesting, very beautiful game by Levon Aronian in this Norway chess tournament in the BLITZ section. Thanks for watching.